We're in Abilene, Texas at the Whistle Stop RV Resort.
This is a really nice RV park. They have a really nice dog park. I've taken Daisy there in the mornings. She loves going out there. Usually she'll do her business before we get there because it is kind of a long walk from our RV to the dog park. I like to take her there so that she can run around inside the dog park. It's a nice size. There's another bathhouse right there. They have a nice dog bath.
Right by the dog park.
Right by the dog park.
It's a pretty good size RV park, but what's nice about it is they're not trying to jam people in there real tight. We felt like we all had plenty of space. If you've got a big rig, it's pretty easy for maneuvering in there. They had some pull-through spots for people that are just staying short-term. We were there for a full month, so they put us into a back end. So the Whistle Stop RV Resort is right off of Interstate 20. This is kind of between Dallas, Fort Worth, and Midland. There was a lot of people that would just stop for the night as they're really just crossing the country wherever they're headed. We saw a lot of people come in just for the night or maybe for a weekend. It was more of a transient type place, not so much a destination unless you had work in the area. Which may raise the question, what were we doing there? I have this fascination with, I want to drive on every highway in Texas and I'd love to see all the state parks, and just there's so many towns and cities in Texas. It's just kind of fascinating to be able to spend a longer amount of time at them and really explore them and get to know them. Staying in Abilene allowed for us to go easily to Abilene State Park just on day passes because it was so close. Abilene State Park's real nice. It had a lot to offer there. Now we do videos and reviews on Texas state parks, and you can find those on our other YouTube channel, Texas Family Camping. You may have seen us wear t-shirts for those, for that YouTube channel here, as we've got t-shirts for that already. We took a camping trip to Lake Colorado City State Park, which was maybe about an 80-mile drive, but as opposed to where we used to live, it would have been a much longer trek. Lake Colorado City State Park's not the biggest, greatest, grandiose park. It's still a nice state park, but I would have hated to have driven like 5 or 6 hours for that, whereas this put us in a position to drive like 80 miles for a weekend trip to check out that state park. Ducks. Yeah, it's like the jungle in a gym. Hello, Jim. Hello, jungle.
We were able to stay close to one of the bathhouses. It was really nice. as bathhouses go. This one, they had, girls and I were able to go every night and take a shower there. They had individual bathrooms with toilets, sinks, and shower. They have one that was handicap accessible, or ADA. It had a toilet, sink, and shower with a handheld and a bench. And Kira and I appreciated that. I really only use bathhouses unless if they have a handheld. I don't like ones that don't.
As well as proximity.
Yeah, and proximity. I won't walk to it if it's far. I'm lazy like that.
The fact, though, that we could walk in the hallway, then there was 4 individual bathrooms.
Yes.
And it was close to us. We would literally,
Yeah.
as a family,
It's
go
close.
over there, and everybody had their own shower,
Yeah.
their own individual bath. I usually walk to the bathhouses and let Tanya use the shower in the RV. But this place, it was so close, we were all just walking to the bathhouse. And it was, they were nice. The fact that you have your own, you don't have to walk out of the shower stall, down in the bathroom to another toilet area.
Right, and the other important thing was it had always on hot water, so I love that.
It could support a whole family showering at the same time.
Yes, that was great. One of my favorite bathhouses.
And the laundry room was built right there. So they had 2 bathhouses like that, one by the dog park and then one over by us. So that made for a total of 8 private bathrooms.
So they had the bathrooms, and then the individual bathrooms, you go in one door, and then another door for the laundry.
So right at the office when you first come in, they've got a nice park store, and it's probably one of the most well-stocked park stores I've seen. As they looked like they were going to the grocery store. They had a freezer with a bunch of Stouffer's dinners in there, all kinds of food, drinks, a lot of things you would need. I think that the plan was, if they're a transient type place as people are passing through, people don't want to go and find a grocery store, you could run into this park store and get everything you need for a meal that night. So you wouldn't even have to leave the RV park. And I thought that was pretty nice of them to do that. And if you're in that park store at the right time, you get to meet the 2 massive Great Danes that belong to, I think she's the manager of the RV park. And she'll bring them up there. And one of them, he was 250 pounds. Just huge dogs. So the girls like going up there, brought Tanya up there so she could meet the dogs.
Yeah.
So over by the dog park, there is a playground that they've got there. Decent little park. I think that the swings were missing. Like we saw pictures ahead of time where there were swings, and I guess they pulled them off. I know we went over there and played a few times. I enjoyed, they had a tetherball. And I don't really know the rules to tetherball, but Kaylin and I were just having fun batting that ball back and forth on the rope, trying to block it from going one way or the other. I don't know what the real rules are. That was fun. And they have things over there like lawn bowling type thing with all the bowls and this. I don't know how that works. There's a pickleball court, horseshoes, and then their saltwater pool. And it's a very nice pool. It's very well taken care of because the manager who owns the Great Danes, she loves that pool. She's certified in taking care of it and takes great pride in making sure that pool is top notch. So if you're ever there and you're worried about sanitation and sanitary, how's the pool? You don't have to worry about it at this park. While we were there, it got hot.
Yeah.
And it got up to 106 degrees, and we're talking late April, early May, which I thought was a little soon, but we haven't lived in Abilene before.
No, we've always been down near San Antonio.
So we went for a swim. It was like 100-some degrees outside. Getting into that pool, it was extra cold because our skin was so used to how hot it was outside. And that almost made it more bitter.
Yeah, Kira said, Mom, where you going? I was like, no, I can't do it. I can't swim. It was too cold. I can't take it.
We had some fun, the best fun we could have.
It would have been nice if they had a hot tub to sit in.
Yes. That would have been interesting.
That would have been nice.
I mean, I wonder if the hot tub would have felt cold, because hot tubs are usually 104 degrees.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it would have been
106.
Yeah, like going from 106 and getting in a 104-degree hot tub, if that would have been cool and refreshing. That would have been interesting. They had other games around there. I remember being like some yard-type games that they had in like a group picnic pavilion. We didn't spend a whole lot of time at that kind of stuff because it was so hot out. We spent more time getting up in the mornings and going and finding parks and playgrounds. Abilene has a lot of city parks. I think we found more parks and playgrounds that we didn't even have time to go visit and play on. There were so many. We really enjoyed that about Abilene. They did that really well. There was a skate park, and we were there in the evening for the skate park, and there was a lot of older guys that were skating, but the girls really wanted to do that. So we would go back in the morning time, 7 or 8 in the morning, and the sun was just rising, and we had the skate park all to ourselves. And that worked out nicely. We were right around the corner from Walmart and a whole bunch of restaurants. Speaking of restaurants.
Yeah, we really enjoy watching the Texas bucket list.
Time for the Texas Bucket List Bite of the Week. And this week we're in the town I started my TV career in, Abilene.
And he had some restaurant suggestions for Abilene. We went to a couple of the restaurants.
There was the Local.
The Local was one. They had really good tacos.
They were known for their unique tacos that a chef had created. Basically very different, but they were very good.
Yeah, so I recommend if you're going there to Abilene, then...
There was also the Rock and Rollers burgers.
Yeah, Rock and Rollers was awesome. I love that. So
Unique burgers, delicious milkshakes, and then
very unique burgers. I like that.
Hef Burgers was a chain that was just in Abilene, and it was family. Wasn't their son in a car crash?
I can't remember the story, but there is a story. There's a YouTube about it.
Their son was in a wheelchair, but they wanted to provide something for him that he could do, and I think it started as a convenience store that he was running, and they started making burgers, and that really took off. And next thing you know, Hef's Burgers became this popular thing, and I think I found 3 of them in Abilene.
Yeah, that's amazing.
We went and checked them out, and the decor inside was like mostly purple, so I'm like, I knew Tanya would really like that.
Of course.
That was a popular place. And then another interesting one, which is not just Abilene, but Taco Casa. This is more my thing. I don't know that the rest of the family enjoyed it as much as I did.
I like it, but it's not special. As special to me as it is for you.
Yes. It's special to me for reasons.
Yeah, it's okay.
Taco Casa is kind of like a Taco Bell, but the recipes are a little bit different. They do their own thing. They have black olives, which Taco Bell seems to have forgotten how to open the black olive can.
Yeah.
But one of the things, though, that I did like was their bean burrito with green sauce. Tasted exactly like Taco Bell's bean burrito with green sauce in the 1990s, which is another thing that I guess Taco Bell lost the recipe for the green sauce. I guess Taco Casa must have dug it out of the trash and started using it because I
do miss that about Taco Bell, having the black olive and the burrito supreme.
They had a mall in Abilene, and there was a movie theater.
We went and saw Sonic too.
It's pretty, isn't it, Kira? I remember you two used to love this thing at Walmart. Oh my goodness.
Would you like some ice cream?
No, thank you.
Would you like some ice cream?
I want footage of Kaylin climbing out of that thing. Can offer as my assistance.
In Abilene.
Do you remember the popcorn dispenser?
No. Remind me.
There's a machine, and you get your bucket for popcorn, and then you walk around, and there's this huge container of popcorn, and you put it down there.
Dispense your own popcorn?
And it dumps the popcorn in.
Wow.
And I think you can go back and get refills if you want it.
Cool.
So we watched that movie there. We went in the evening, and we learned the hard way: don't park on the other side of the mall for a movie that ends after 8.
Yes, because they'll close on you, and you have to walk all the way around.
All the way
to your
around
car.
in the dark. It's far longer than walking through. There was also a movie theater that is literally right across the highway from the Whistle Stop RV Resort. You can see it. It's a Cinemark. See the neon sign from the RV park. You have to drive all the way down the access road, do the turnaround, and come back in order to get there. Bit of a drive. And then the same when you want to come back to the RV park. It'd be great if they just put like a little tunnel under, but that's a lot of effort.
It was very frustrating in Abilene because of the wind. It was very windy, and I was trying to do art. I do art outside, right outside of the RV. I set up a table, and I set a bin on top of my resin to let it cure overnight. I think sometimes the wind would be so rough that it would like take things and blow them off into the grass over the hill, and that was very frustrating to deal with.
Found the bin blown away.
Yeah.
Table knocked over, your resin stuff on the ground.
Yes.
The thunderstorms were epic as well.
Yeah.
There was a couple of very memorable thunderstorms. We've got some beautiful footage of some of the clouds afterwards. There was the hail that one night. It was so loud we felt we needed to get away from the windows, so we huddled around the island of the RV.
Yeah.
But it was so loud that we could not hear each other talk. Like we're like this, and we were talking, and the hail was just could not hear each other. I had to get up and start looking for damage.
Yeah.
Because that was concerning. I think there were other RVs in the RV park that night that did get damaged, and thankfully, praise God, we did not.
Yes, praise God.
Towards the back of the Whistle Stop RV Resort, they have an area for horses. So if you're traveling and you need a spot to take your horses out of the trailer or whatever, as you're going cross country, they have maybe like 12 stables all covered towards the back where you can secure your horses. And there's even a horse wash back there. While you're staying here, you can go back there and wash your horse up. I don't think we saw it used while we were there. I'm willing to bet that if there's like a rodeo or something going on, they probably get a little bit more busy with those types of crowds, and they're prepared for it.
Flowers were very nice, just in different spots all around. We have a couple pictures.
There was a lot of pink flowers that were just popping up in the grass all around our RVs. One of the things that I really took note of is the red roses. Now we see a lot of small pink roses that have a bud about that big, but the kind of red roses you buy in the store, we don't often see those growing outside of a florist. Right at the entrance to this park, they had some rose bushes and they had the big red roses out there, and I was really impressed by that. So I took the good camera out there and got a few beautiful photos with the sunrise one morning because I was
It was so
impressed.
beautiful. Yeah.
So some people may be familiar with Abilene Christian University. It's a huge university. It's literally right behind this RV park. If you're looking to visit someone that goes to that school, this RV park, the Whistle Stop, is really close to Abilene Christian University. But there was a number of various Christian universities there. I believe the Methodist had a school there. There was a Baptist one that was over by that Quick Trip. Oh, there's Dice Air Force Base, but there wasn't really anything for us to do at Dice Air Force Base. In fact, I was disappointed. I know that they have the B-1 bombers, which are, I'm a plane guy. I love airplanes, and I really like the B-1 bombers, and I was hoping just to catch a glimpse of them flying over, but I don't know that we ever saw that. All right, next week, so the truck.
Life happens.
Don't let it stop you. Stay fresh, cheese bags. Daisy, what you doing, Daisy? Hi, Daisy. Hi. Love a Daisy? Yeah.